Last weekend, the ballroom was filled with magic.
Excellent performance.
So bendy. Fabulous.
Your bum looks great in those trousers.
But still, one celebrity did a disappearing act.
Now that's magic.
Yeah, come on!
This week, tangos will take off.
I can clap if you want me to.
Like the bird in the sky.
Yeah,
Charleston's will flap.
Come on, you dupe.
oh, there.
Something's gone.
Tonight, it's liftoff. This is Strictly Come Dancing 2010.
Chocks away.
From Television Centre, please welcome your hosts, Bruce Forsyth and Tess Daly.
Got her. I caught her. Oh, I didn't think you were going to be so hard. Lovely. Thank you very much. Whoa! Thank you. Please, look at them. What a crowd. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen and children. Welcome to Strictly Come Dancing. It's nice to see you,
And it's nice to see you, Brucey, as ever. What
Yes.
a brilliant show last week.
Yes, it certainly was. But what a shame that Paul Daniels had to go, wasn't it? It was, yeah. I was chatting to him afterwards and he was telling me about his mother. Evidently, she's 94 years old, she's still got all her faculties, and she likes dancing and goes out practically every night playing bingo.
Aww.
I said, that's very interesting, but why are you telling me? He said she's looking for a date. I knew you'd get your revenge, Paul. Oh, I knew they'd like that one. Yeah, good.
Right, tonight our 12 couples will be tantalising us with their tangos and they'll be charming us with the Charlestons.
Yes, so why wait any longer? It's time to meet the stars of our show.
EastEnders Scott Massman and his partner Natalie Lowe. Actress Tina O'Brien and her partner Jared Murillo. Football legend Peter Shilton and his partner Erin Bowe. Movie actor Jimmy Mistry and his partner Flavia Cacace. Screen siren Patsy Kensit and her partner Robin Windsor. Country Files Matt Baker and his partner Aliona Villani. Model and soap star Cara Toynton and her partner Artem Chigvintsev. Funny girl and psychologist Pamela Stevenson and her partner James Jordan. Star of stage and screen Felicity Kendall and her partner Vincent Simone. Grammy award-winning Michelle Williams and her partner Ian Waite. The Right Honourable Anne Widdecombe and her partner Anton Dubek. And finally, Welsh Rugby International Gavin Henson and his partner Katja Vishilas.
There they all are. Last week, 6 of them did a raunchy rumba, and this week, 6 of them are going to do a teasing tango. You really are a dirty dozen. Aren't you? Yeah, you know what you are.
They are.
Yeah.
Now, the judges will score tonight's routines and our celebrities will be ranked in leaderboard order. These scores will then be combined with your viewer votes and the couple with the lowest overall points must leave.
Right, first up tonight is Jimmy Mistry and his partner Flavia Cacace. There they are. There they are, we see you. Good. Lovely. Jimmy, as we know, he's a big movie star, and I was telling him that I've been in a few films myself. He said, did they ever ask you to be the lead? I said, as a matter of fact, there was one film where they did ask me to be the lead. He said, what film was that? I said, Lassie Come Home. Oh, look, Craig's laughing. Craig, I made Craig laugh. Oh, it's made my night. Right, here they are in training.
Jimmy found the reaction to his Rumba a bit of a mystery.
Some of the comments he said are just shocked.
Sometimes, Jimmy, your body just looks a little bit awkward.
Something's going wrong with it.
Your moves start to become distorted.
Well,
You look neurotic to me.
Neurotic.
I don't care what they say.
Anyway, that's Bruno, isn't it?
it's fine, it's fine. Next week I'm going to go and I'm going to pull something out of the bag and do something better, you know?
And what are you doing next week?
Charleston.
Charleston.
I've been jumping around in sequins and Cuban heels, doing all the things that she does. And tonight I have a film premiering in Leicester Square. So now it's time to see things on my side of the fence.
I'm hoping I get to see a few of his dance moves on the red carpet tonight. I'd much rather see him on the dance floor in Strictly Come Dancing.
It's mad, actually, because I've just been in this dancing bubble. Now I'm in the film bubble. It's like back to the day job. The night's going well, the dance is going well. I want to try and kind of perform and do what I do in my day job.
Come on, TV! It was on TV!
Dancing the Charleston, Jimmy Mystery and Flavia Cacace.
Choreography there, Flavia. Very cute. I don't know about you, Judge, but that's the quickest, isn't it? The quickest Charleston I've ever seen. Anyway, while we all recover, it's a good time to welcome our fabulous singers, Dave Arch and his wonderful, wonderful orchestra. And of course, we have our judges, Bruno, Alicia, Len and Craig. And by the way, can I just say, Craig, last week your comments were, they were concise, they were witty, heartfelt and at times quite charming. Yes. But if you don't pull yourself together and get back to normal, we'll find somebody else. Oh. Remember, you promised you were going to be vile with a smile, darling. And he's still smiling. Anyway, Len, that was a quick Charleston.
Well, it was, and I tell you what, the Charleston is more than any dance probably a performance dance. It's got to be fun, it's got to be furious, it's got to be full on. And I thought that's what you came out and did. You really went for it, which was great entertainment. There's only one thing about the Charleston. Technically, you've got to try and get that swivelling action through your ankles and feet. I didn't feel you got that, and I wasn't sure about the windows at the start. That was, well, a bit of a time
I bet you never liked Jackanory either.
No, I didn't.
I love Jackanory. All right, OK, Alicia?
No, it wasn't technically perfect, but it was full of energy. You really came out and performed. It was fun, it was lively. I really enjoyed the routine. I didn't mind the windows, actually, and I thought it was a great opener to the show.
Yeah,
so well
good.
done.
Very good, very good. And that business, that tempo, a bit too quick for that. Bruno.
Yeah, I was a bit worried at the beginning because I wasn't sure if I was watching Wisteria Lane or the TARDIS. I'm telling you, once you got going, you really went into character-driven, full-on. You lost timing on the cane section. You did. I spotted it. And because the speed was such, you kind of lost sync. But as characterization goes, it was very good.
Yeah, but you won't give him the cane, will you?
Well, no, it's not for me to give him the cane, it's the public.
Oh, you got out of that well. Right, Craig?
I just have a few small technical things. You need to straighten your legs and point your feet when you do a cartwheel, otherwise it looks awful. And Len's right, there does need to be a lot more swivel in your footwork. It was very flat-footed, I thought, all the way through. Arms and hands, I noticed on that little monkey step, you know, when you're doing the changeover, didn't go well because it finished badly. There needs to be more precise work throughout it, but... there is a lovely, however...
Oh, go on. Now he's
the
getting
energy...
Now he's getting to his nice bit.
Yes, I'm getting to a nice bit. The energy, and I thought the facial expressions and story were fabulous.
Oh, yes. Get off quick!
Come on, then! Well, we got a fabulous in the end. Right, that's good. I think Oswald thought it was a 10 up here for entertainment, right, guys? Now, first up, of course, the pressure's always there to sort of set the standard. How did it feel for you?
We
loved it,
great.
yeah.
I had an absolutely fantastic time out there, I have to say, and I'm really pleased and proud of her and, you know, our choreographer and everything.
Well, you've upped your game, you know, you've come back fighting from last week, you've got props in there. I mean, you know, you're just going for it.
I know.
The pleasure was written all over your face.
Oh, good.
Scores!
Time now to collect the scores from the judges. Craig Revel Horwood.
6.
Len Goodman.
7.
Alicia Dixon.
7.
And Bruno Tognoli.
7.
27 out of 40. Good score. Happy with that? You loved it. We loved it with you. What do you think? Call 09015 22 20 14 at the end of the show if you want to see Jimmy, the guru of dance, back next week for more. Now, please don't call until we let you know the lines are open. If you do, your vote won't count and you may be charged. Now, remember, the couple with the lowest combined judges' scores and your viewer votes will leave the competition this weekend. They won't be back without you. Bruce!
Tess! Right. Now, talk to me like a dog. Here, Bruce. Now for our next couple, Scott Maslin and his partner, Natalie Lowe. As you know, Scott stars in EastEnders, and I asked him what storylines were coming up. He said, after the fire, the Queen Vic pub is going to reopen with a special event they've never, ever had before. I said, what's the event? He said, happy hour. About time, if you ask me. It's gone. But it was good. Thank you. Here they are in training.
God!
As soon as he does it, I don't hear anything, so I'm cracking up with laughter.
That was an action-packed adventure over Quickstep 9.
On Saturday, I got 2 9s. Our first 9s, I was actually ecstatic. I just was in shock.
Go away from me, will you? Back off.
I just love it. The more you get involved with it, the more you want it.
I've been neglecting my wife.
And that takes over your life.
I'm having a nice holiday with my husband.
That's nice.
My son, Zach, is frightfully embarrassed at his old man. This morning I dropped Zach off at school.
Here he comes, pirouetting into the school playground.
It was almost a catchphrase. I walk in and everybody's going,
God! It's so hot, you made me
want to pop. When I first saw my dad in Strictly Come Dancing, I could barely breathe. It was so embarrassing.
Wearing those outfits and stuff, he's a little bit like, ooh, you know, Dad.
Why do they have to wear the tight shirts and everything? Why can't they wear normal clothes?
He probably gets a little bit ribbed and stuff by his mates, but Daddy's going to do Strictly. And you're going to have to suffer.
Dancing the Tango, Scott Maslow and Natalie Lowe.
You wouldn't be able to do that in the Queen Vic, would you?
No.
You wouldn't be able to do it in the Queen Vic, definitely. Len, what about that?
I tell you what about that. The tango's all about passion, drama, intensity, clean, good lines, sharp staccato action, and I saw that by and large.
Oh.
I think there was an incident in that corner, a tad of an incident. Don't you? You're nodding and he's shaking. Something said, yeah, there was. But I'll tell you what, I'm in a devil may care mood and I don't care. And that was the best dance I've seen this series.
Oh! Oh! Len, why did you do that? I know, but I was getting really worried. OK, Alicia?
Yeah, it was full of intent, a very, very strong performance. The way you lead Natalie around the room is superb. It was full of passion, you're oozing confidence, and I feel like you mean business.
Lovely.
Like, seriously. I'm like, woo!
Alicia, is that a snake you've got round in there? Oh, sorry. Anyway, sorry. Oh, scared the life out of me. Right. If it'll get anybody, it'll get Bruno. What did you think, Bruno?
Scott!
Oh.
New tango beast! Tango masterful! A bit of arrogance, yet slick and stealthy when required. I love the midsection. You went to power and passion to romance beautifully. Yeah, Len is right. You kind of missed an embellishment in the corner, but I totally agree with him. Best dance so far this season.
Absolutely marvellous. Now then, what's Craig got to say?
I thought the performance was strong, dynamic. You made great use of the floor. You handled the gear change into the romantic section extremely well, especially with your hand going through the veil, which is very, very difficult. Full of machismo and chutzpah. Great. Excellent work.
Thank you. It was wonderful.
Thank you,
Off you go.
Thank you.
Off you go.
And two of our judges danced in the series. You may be a dad, but there was no dad dancing tonight.
Oh, no. So look, everything I'm doing is down to Nat, and it is. I mean, I'm being taught what to do, so top respects to Nat because she's doing an amazing job.
She's working with fine material there, Scott.
No, thank you.
Now, the school run must be pretty enjoyable, all those Scots. I'm not as good as Bruno.
What? Yeah.
Is it fun?
No, I'm at the end of the road now, sort of guiding him in.
Right.
But I still get him coming behind me going, Scott!
Yes. Oh, no, because I'll be doing it even more now. And you've had a lot of 9s. You must be aiming for a 10 roundabout now.
I'm just, you know what, I'm doing the best I can, so whatever comes from that, you know, I appreciate it. And...
OK, well, the audience absolutely loved it. Let's hope the judges did too. Scores are in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges' scores. Craig Revel Horwood.
8.
London.
9.
Alicia Dixon.
9.
Bruno Tongoni.
9.
35 out of 40, no 10s, but a great score all the same. Happy?
It's our best
Very
score.
ecstatic. It's getting better, so that's all we want to do is get better as we go along.
And what do you reckon your little boys in at home think he's going like that? Because your dad did good. He was really good tonight. Call 09015 2220 06 when lines open at the end of the show if you thought Scotch was hot. Don't rely on the judges' scores alone, as they're not enough to save your favourites. The stars need your votes. Did you like that, Anton?
Gorgeous.
Thank you. Back to you, Bruce.
Was that me? Right. OK, now for our next couple, Tina O'Brien and her partner, Jared Murillo. Now, poor Tina missed last week's show because she had chicken pox. Very nasty. Yes, and she spent almost the whole week in bed. I said to her, what made you so determined to get out of your sick bed and rush back onto the dance floor? She said, the Jeremy Kyle show. Well, here they are in training.
Saturday night for me was a really, really strange experience. I watched Strictly Come Dancing from the bed. I was covered in chamomile lotion. I felt really sad to be missing out.
Tina, you're watching at home, we all wish you well.
It was my favourite week by far. We were doing the rumba and I really thought the judges would love it.
But your entire family has flown over from the States. And there's Mum and Dad.
When I knew that Jared's family were coming down, can't tell you how bad I felt.
It was sad not seeing them dance, but we've still had a good time.
At one point, I think I nearly threw a cushion at the TV. I was like, I want to be there! Hi, I'm back. I've had the all clear from the doctor, which means that I'm no longer contagious. Obviously, I still have spots. Hello?
Spots, yeah.
No, I didn't draw these on.
Definitely excited to get out there with Tina. I was just happy to see her.
This week we're doing the Charleston, and we're doing it to a Bugsy Malone track, so I'm wandering around thinking that I'm Tallulah. Clearly I'm not. This is one way to get over chicken pox.
This is definitely, it was meant to be that this is the routine to come back to, you know, after being sick, because this dance is so much fun that you just can't help but laugh.
I've been off, I've been ill, I'm back, and I'm here to hopefully show this is something that I really love doing.
Dancing the Charleston. Tina O'Brien. Jared Murillo.
Trusting if we try to understand. No doubt about it, it must be worthwhile. Good friends do tend to make you smile. We could be anything that we wanted to be. It's that decision is ours. It's been decided where we could divide it. Let friendship go. Give a little love and
Steve. What about it? Yes? Oh, Tina, how you feeling, darling? Because chicken pox can be so bad. By the way, don't touch me. Alicia, what did you think?
It's great to see you back. Well done on lifting Jared. That was fantastic. You really threw yourself into that and you wasn't afraid to show a goofy side. I thought it was springy, it was cheeky and quirky. I think you played it just right, and I think this is your dance. So far, this is your best dance.
Yeah, you
Very
did
well
it so
done.
well. You really did. OK, Bruno?
Oh, my darling, you make a cute little flapper. I mean, I tell you, you've got Tallulah's character, the Bugsy Malone, spot on. Great to see you back. At times, though, he needed a slightly more energy, especially in the feet, on the side kick. It's a tiny little thing, a little bit more precise, because the timing was good, but it could have been a bit stronger, a tiny bit stronger.
But after chicken pox,
but she had, you had,
weak.
you know, I understand,
haven't you? Yeah. Right, Craig?
I love the double progressive cartwheel section that you did.
Yeah, it was
really,
very good.
Really great. Excellent. Also, the vaudevillian approach to the whole thing I thought was unique. Very character-driven, which is great. What sort of let you down, actually, for me, was your footwork. It was a little bit on the sloppy side, and your timing did go out at a little bit at the beginning.
Just a little
ahead of the beat occasionally. But really, altogether fantastic.
Tiny glitch. OK. All right. And Len, round us off.
It was tight. You were together. You know, it had a sweetness about it. You're like a sweet little couple and you're sitting on the stairs there, all that cooing and stuff. You know, as Craig has said, and I very rarely agree with him, could have been a little bit stronger through the feet, but overall it was fun, it was entertaining, and I enjoyed watching it. Well done.
Good. Thank you. And is that glitter?
They've strategically placed a little beauty spot
a little
my,
beauty spot where the thing was. But that's not glitter pox.
Well, they've attempted to disguise it.
Oh, yeah. OK, well, you look marvellous. You look great, and you did a wonderful job.
Thank you very
Off
much.
you go, both of you. Both of you.
My darling, we'll look after you up here. She's back, and how? Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You did so well.
Oh, thank you.
We all really missed you last week.
I missed everyone so much. It's really strange to be here, considering last week I was watching this from bed, covered in chamomile lotion, so...
Yes.
So happy
Try
to be
not
back.
to scratch and wishing you were here.
Yeah, I missed it so much.
Well, you glimpsed into the future, didn't you? A Saturday without dancing. How was that?
It's made me realise how much I really enjoy this, and however long it lasts, I want to remember every single minute of it, and I don't want to go home.
Well, you threw yourself into that with the bank. Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
Jared, happy to have her back?
I love it. I love having her back. My other half.
So cute. I love them. Scores, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have their scores. Craig Revel Horwood.
7.
Len Good.
7.
Alicia Dixon. 8. Bruno Tognoni.
7.
29 out of 40. Am I right in thinking that's your highest score to date? She's back. All right, call 09015 2220 03 when lines open at the end of the show if you thought Tina's Charleston knocked the spots off the competition. She's better now, I can say that. Still to come, some more cheeky Charlestons and some seriously tasty tangos. Back to you, Bruce.
Thank you, Tess. Right. Next up is Felicity Kendall and her partner, Vincent Simone. Popular lady. Popular, and Vincent, of course. The Good Life was all about self-sufficiency. It really started a trend on using things from the garden. Do you know this year scientists even invented a car that can run on parsley? Yeah. Never mind a car that can run on parsley. I'd like to see a train that runs on time. Anyway, here they are in training. Oh, training!
Felicity, I didn't know you could be so bendy.
I'm not quite sure what that means. Bendy sounds sort of like a weird kind of plant.
Felicity and Vincent!
I was really thrilled when the spotlight went out because it meant I get to do the tango.
But as tango training begins, it's Vincent that's been driven round the bend.
Why did you give me that leg for?
Wrong leg.
Felicity's got this
big issues with her feet.
I can't tell my left from my right. Maybe I should put a thing on it and then I know which one it is. Which I did with the Roomba. I had a cuff on, so I knew which hand to give it.
Now, you know what we need? We attach the banana on one foot and the apple on the other foot. Now you know which foot is which.
Yes.
And banana. Apple. Banana. And banana. And up.
It works!
The problem is that on the night she can't do it with bananas and apples strapped on her feet.
Could be a mess.
Could be. If Felicity can't work out the right from the left, on Saturday night, it's going to be more of a tangled than a tango. They should have put me with Anna Widdicombe. I knew it was a mistake.
Dancing the Tango. Felicity Kendall and Vincent Simona.
She really kissed him. Oh, Vincent, what a lucky boy. OK, we all saw it. We all saw it. OK, Bruno. We all saw it. And lips are all over the place. What?
He's a human.
Yeah, of course you're human. He's too human, if you'll ask me. Right, Bruno.
Oh, Felicity. The mysterious lady and the gigolo. All the way through, I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give it to him. I'm not gonna give it. Will I give it? Will I not give it? Will I give it? And then whack it! A smackaroni at the end. That's the way I like it. That's the way to play it.
That was wonderful. That was actually... Will I give it to him? Right, Craig.
I suppose if your idea of a story of a lonely woman sat at a bar drinking cocktails that's being seduced by a hairy, short Italian is a good one, then I suppose one might like it. And in fact, I did like the story very, very much.
Oh, yeah.
But the dance, I'm afraid, I felt you were too much up on your toes. There was no real pow in the kicks either. You need to be a lot lower for me in the knees. But I'm loving that floor spin. That was gorgeous. I know you did a bit of a stumble going into it, however, but you achieved that beautifully.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Len?
Well, I've got to agree. I like the story, you know, the strumpet sitting at the bar, and then the Italian oils his way across. And then you went into that dance, and I must say, that opening section, beautifully choreographed and beautifully danced. But again, Craig is correct. As the dance progressed, it lacked a bit of movement and fire and attack. But good job, well done.
Oh, there we are. Beautiful. Beautiful. OK, Alicia, we'll finish up with you, madame.
Yeah, you were like a seductive temptress throughout that, and I'm loving the chemistry between you both. For me, it did lack a little bit of movement, but it did get going in the end. The storytelling was great, and there were some really beautiful moments, so
It
well done.
certainly did get going in
It
the
did.
end.
Oh,
too much.
Now
This is
go
the
and wipe
first
all
on
that
Strictly.
lipstick off both
What,
of
do you want, a room?
Otherwise, yes, you want a room. Go off you go. It was wonderful. Wonderful. Go get a room.
You come into my living room. You went for the lips, didn't you, Vincent?
I couldn't avoid it. I couldn't resist any longer.
No, quite.
No.
And our flexible friend Felicity splits again.
Well, yes.
But your
Sorry.
splits caused a
Sorry
stir
about
last
that,
week, didn't
yes,
they? Were you
yes.
surprised by the attention?
Yes, I was. I'm after the dancing. Never mind, splits are better than nothing.
But so your signature move now?
It is your signature move.
Every week.
Every week we're going to
A different
expect
one.
splits. And how long have you been waiting to do the tango?
Oh, all my life. I just love the Argentine tango. I can't speak. I've gone.
I'm not
I don't know what
surprised,
it
Vincent
is.
just
He's got
smoked the face off you, Felicity.
Whatever I've got,
I'm
I've got
speechless.
it.
I'm speechless.
And
Whatever
listen,
it is.
just how long have your eyebrows been to acting school? Just do that again for us,
Have you
would
seen
you?
it moving on time? That was on time.
Go, in unison. Look at that, see? It's impressive, people.
On time with the music.
It's impressive.
It's hard.
The
It's
scores
hard.
are in.
Will the judges please reveal their scores? Craig Revel Hall.
7.
London. Alicia Dixon.
7.
And Bruno Tognoli.
29, which I believe equals your personal best score so far. Well done. I can't take the pair of you seriously with lipstick all over your faces. Call 09015 22 20 10 at the end of the show if you enjoyed the theatre of Felicity's tango and all the kisses. Everybody wants to dance again, but one couple must leave this weekend. Back to you, Bruce.
Right. Our next couple tonight is Patsy Kensit and her partner, Robin Windsor. Popular Patsy popular. Last week, Patsy did the quick step and the judges said she was galloping around the floor like a horse. I mean, a horse. That is a bit harsh. That is a bit... Mind you, it wasn't a bad result. She came 8th in the judges' leaderboard, and after that, she came 2nd in the 3:30 at Chepstow. So, Craig is last. Close up on Craig, quick. Here they are in training.
The judges thought Patsy's quick step was pretty pony.
It was all a bit yee-haw and ho-downish.
Your footwork was a bit like a pony at full gallop.
Very horse-like.
He could have said an elephant, so, you know, a horse is quite a nice animal to look at, I think.
Patsy and Robin!
I can't wait to find out what animal I'm going to be this week. The funky chicken. Oh, no, I'm not doing it.
There is a step in the Charleston called the peck.
Robin's trying to get me to do it.
Come here, in the mirror.
Oh, cringe. I'm already being compared to farmyard animals. I just don't want to give any more ammunition.
I can't do it.
I refuse to be called a chicken.
We didn't want Patsy to end up with egg on her face, so...
The chicken move has gone. I was at Chris Moore's quiz night the other night, and Chris and Jonathan Ross and Louis Spence were winding me up about what a bad dancer I was.
Louis, I'll be able to give you some tips, but it's not a miracle. I would say calm down on the facial acrobatics when you get through and just put that into your dance.
I hear you're making Anne Widdecombe look good. In every way, apparently. Who'd have thought that, eh?
Well, I'm sorry. They don't know a dancer when they see one.
Dancing the Charleston. Patsy Kensit and Robin Windsor.
Okay, you babes of jazz, let's pick up the pace, let's make the parties longer, let's make the skirts shorter, let's all go to hell in a fast car and keep it hot!
your hair like that. I don't know about a horse. Tonight you look like a little gazelle. You really did, Craig.
Well, I have to say you got off to an amazing start. Great amount of energy. And, of course, this dance is about stamina from beginning, middle, all the way through to the end. And I just felt, towards the end, it started getting a little bit heavy and sluggish.
I'm middle-aged, darling.
Yes, I know the disasters of middle age.
Look at her.
You don't look at it in that wig. That's I might borrow that, darling.
Didn't the hair suit her like that? OK, Len, what did you think?
You could do with that wig when I look at this all sticking up like... if you were a horse last week, you've come out a thoroughbred because I thought it was full on. You really did. Energy. I disagree with Craig. I thought you... Hello.
Oh. Get to be too much sex on this show.
Too much going on here. It was an absolute full-on, entertaining performance from beginning to end.
We had fun.
You certainly did. And Alicia, my darling?
I'm loving the look, Patsy. It looks fantastic.
Really enjoyed it.
You came out and you gave it a go. Some of the moves you nailed, and I agree with Craig, like certain moves slacked a little bit. You look like you were struggling to keep up.
Trying to swivel.
But you are having a blast. You're having a good time. And you know what? Half of that is what the Charleston is all about. So from my point of view, I enjoyed it. Well done.
Thank you. It was lovely. OK, now then.
Darling.
Now then, Bruno.
Don't worry about middle age. You look gorgeous. It's Catherine Zeta-Jenkins.
Yes, Chicago.
This is brilliant. I mean, you really look very, very good. And actually, I have to say, as Charleston goes, this was the most true to form. You really look like a proper Charleston all the way through. I think, what happens is that because you have to keep that engine running.
I know.
You have to keep the stamina because then some of the moves get a little bit sloppy, but the performance was good. And a real Charleston.
Thank you.
Did you say Catherine Zeta-Jenkins?
Catherine Jenkins. A bit of between Catherine Zeta-Jones and Catherine Jenkins.
You got out of that very well. Yeah, you got that very well. Very well indeed. It was Patsy, congratulations.
Thank you.
And to both of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Robin, off you go. It was wonderful. Wonderful.
You enjoyed that?
I enjoyed it. As usual, my mind goes blank just before we're about to start, and I turn to Robin every week and go, I've forgotten the routine.
But we would never have known.
We're so grateful to be here. I'm shocked we're still here, and thank you to anyone that's kept us in this competition, because I'm trying to improve, And he's trying to teach me, so thank you.
You are absolutely getting there, Patsy, and I'm loving the wig. Is this a whole new Patsy we see before us?
Well, it's a real character thing, and, as an actress, it's nice to come in and sort of be someone else for this evening, and... yes, I've loved it. Loved it.
And do you fancy a little West End musical, perhaps, after that performance?
People would need earplugs and eye masks if they came to see me in a West End musical.
I think Chicago are on the phone as we speak.
I'm tone deaf and clearly I'm 2 left feet. But we're trying to get there.
I think you've been hard on yourself.
Thanks, Tess.
Let's see, the scores are in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges' scores. Craig Revel-Horn.
6.
Len Goodman.
8.
Alicia Dixon.
7.
Bruno Tongoli.
7.
Not bad.
28 14, not bad. A happy 8 from Len.
I love Len.
Len's in your corner.
Yes.
What about you? Were you in Patsy's corner? Call 09015 2220 04 at the end of the show if Patsy's Flapper Girl routine had you all of a flutter. And once again, we will be saying goodbye to another star. And if you don't want your favourite to leave, then you better pick up the phone later on. Back to you, Bruce.
Thank you, Tess. Next tonight is Gavin Henson and his partner, Katia Vasilis. Ladies! Right. Now, Gavin is very popular with the ladies, as we've just found out. Every time I'm with him, women scream. I said, why are these screaming women so attracted to you? He said, they're not attracted to me, they're frightened of you. Boy-oh, maybe it was a Welsh joke, I don't know. Anyway, here they are in training.
My floorboards at home have more movement than that.
3.
What's his problem? Oh, I don't think it was that bad.
My biggest fear on last Saturday was being voted off in front of my idol, Peter Andre. I love Peter Andre. When I was about 14, 15, he did Mysterious Girl, and that body he had, I was just like, I want a body like that. He's inspired me, that guy. He's awesome.
Gavin's great, man. I mean, you know, I've got to give a lot of love to Gavin because he's a really nice bloke.
We were, what, 2 from the bottom last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Below Shilton. I'm gutted. I just hate the fact that I'm mediocre.
What are you going to do on Saturday night?
I really want to get competitive. I want to get inside their head and break them mentally.
Scott Marsden. Matt Baker.
You know, it's just demoralising not being as good as the other guys.
Who's the tango man?
I look at them and I'm like, oh, I'm better looking than them. I'm better shape than them.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
This could be my forte, the tango, I think.
I think the story is we want to be together, but we can't.
All right. No one should be writing me off yet. I'm going to turn it around this week and I'm going to nail this tango, maybe top of that table, and then they'll feel the pressure now of me coming through then. And they see how competitive I really get, and they'll start to panic then. And then they'll start to get nervous on a Saturday night, and they'll start to flounder. So that's what's going to come now.
Dancing the Tango, Gavin Henson and Katja Vishillas.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling a guy like you should wear a warning. It's dangerous, I'm falling. There's no escape, can't wait. I need a hit, baby, give me it. You're dangerous, I'm loving it.
Very good. Very. Oh. Well, you did it. You did it. Right. Len, what did you think?
Well, I'll tell you what I thought. I thought your posture was good, you had flexed knees, you had great body contact. These are difficult things to get, and that was really good. But I don't know whether it's nerves got to you a little bit, maybe. You got a little bit anxious and nervous about it. And the other thing is, every dancer's got a character, and you've got to portray that character. Last week, your rumba needed more romance. This week, this needed a bit more passion and attack. But, you know, you're not an actor, so it's difficult to come out and portray that acting skills. So you did OK, but it wasn't your best.
Right, OK. Alicia?
Not bad, Gavin, but you looked a little bit out of your depth. At times, I thought you looked vulnerable. And when I'm watching the tango, I want to see an air of arrogance. I want you to work on that confidence, because it looks like you're not sure of what's about to happen. You've just got to believe in yourself that little bit more, babe.
Right. Bruno?
Yeah, it sounds like we're really having a go at you, but we do it because we actually like you. Because I can see... No, it's true, we do like you. There are some moments when everything comes together. They're very short, but there are... And you see somebody that is there on the moment doing a dance. And then it all kind of crumbles. Your footwork goes very hesitant, you become weak, you lose timing, and then you go into it again and you get a glimmer of what it could be.
Yes.
We don't want sparks, we want flames. Deliver, because you've got it. I want to see it. We've been waiting, what, 4 weeks now?
All right, OK.
Only 4 weeks.
Only 4 weeks. Only 4 weeks. Seems longer, does it? Right, Craig.
Facial expressions. I just wonder when we're ever going to lose the Botox advertisement. You know what I'm saying?
It's the tango, though.
I'm not asking him to smile, darling. I'm asking him to show some sign of aggression, at least, or leadership in this dance. You fell down the steps at the beginning as well, and that just set up a whole stack of problems.
Yeah, that was
then
bad luck at
your
the
legs
start.
were shaking all the way through, and I know how nervous you were. But I do think this, I am certain that you are better in hold than you are out of hold. So at least there is some good to this.
Some good from the hold. OK, then keep hold of her. Gavin, do your best. Not difficult. Keep hold of her.
Come on, Gav. As Jimmy would say, how's it go, Jimmy? How's it go? Just brush it off. Brush it off, Gav.
Again.
See, mean, macho, moody, the tango, we thought we'd found the perfect rugby.
Do you know what?
dance
I think the
for
nerves
you.
really got to him tonight. I think he got really nervous.
Were you nervous?
I was a little bit, yeah.
Because again, it's difficult for you admitting that because you're not used to showing your emotions on the rugby pitch.
Oh, well. Well, you know, if I can have the chance next week.
And Gav, because you really want to be at the business end of the leaderboard, don't you, playing with the big boys? How much do you want
I
that?
talked it up all week as well.
Told them you were
what a
better
shocker.
looking than them, told you you were going up there.
Well, never mind. We'll try again, hopefully.
The scores are ready. I think I'll cuddle you as well. Why not? They're in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges have their scores. Craig Revel-Horwood.
5.
Len Gomer.
6.
Alicia Dixon.
6.
Bruno Tognoli.
6.
All right, 23 out of 40. Not the strongest score of the night. Could be a tricky one, Gav. Call 09015 2220 13 when lines open at the end of the show if you want to see more of Gavin next Saturday. Everybody wants to dance again, but one couple will not be back next week. We're at the halfway stage with 6 superb performances already, and there's more to come, so let's have a look at how those scores are sitting on the judges' leaderboard. Up there in the top spot, Scott and Natalie, 35 points. And down there in the bottom, we've just seen them dance, Gavin and Katya with 23. Now, that could all change because there's more movers and shakers on the way, including Anne Widdecombe taking a flight of fancy. Air traffic control has been notified. Back to you, Bruce.
OK, Tess. Our next couple is Peter Shilton and his partner, Erin Bogue. Now then, how will Peter get on with the Charleston? In rehearsals, he gets a visit from an unexpected tea boy. Here they are in training.
I was really pleased with the performance overall. I thought I showed people that I could dance.
I think it's your best dance yet.
Yes.
7.
It's better anyway. When I came off and everybody gave us a cheer, that's team spirit for you, and that's what it's like behind the scenes now.
Oh, what a save!
Everybody's getting on really well together, and we even went out and had a bit of a kickabout the other day.
In training this week, Gary Lineker popped in.
Cup of tea for the goal.
To check out his former England teammates' fancy footwork.
It was great to see Gary. I wanted to try and impress him a little bit, I've got to say, and we did do a few moves together.
Come on, goalie. This is like training. It looks to me like the Charleston's a bit complicated and a lot of moves. But if anybody can keep a hold of something and not drop it, got to be him, hasn't it?
You can smile.
Smile. I was not only impressed, but surprised.
Surprised. Hey, not bad. Look at this.
Nobody worked harder than this man on the football pitch, and I know he'll be working his socks off. So come Saturday night, that the Charleston will be faultless. Ish.
I've got to say, he was the worst trainer ever.
Dancing the Charleston. Peter Shilton and Erin Bogue.
Come hear the music play. Life is a cabaret, oh chum. Come to the cabaret.
Peter. There you are. Oh, dear. You're not in the second half yet. Well done, though. My goodness. Alicia, sweetheart.
You're so sweet. I really like the lifts. I like the braces. However, there was massive timing issues. It's like your body doesn't have an understanding of what the Charleston is all about. And it's such a shame, really, because I think last week was really positive, but for me, I feel like you've gone a little step backwards.
It's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah.
I know, but I feel like your body couldn't compute
First
the
time,
dance.
well, you tried dance for the first time. Bruno, what did you think?
Oh, Pete. Oh, God, what can I say? You look like a penguin stuck in the mud. We're just kind of... You couldn't quite get going. And, it's true, you've never done it before. It's tough because it requires really... The timing has to be spot on. It has to have energy, and it didn't really gel. And, next week, if you stay...
That's the main thing.
And we appreciate when you get out there and have a go. Now, Craig...
I'm glad you had a good time. I couldn't...
Oh.
I couldn't wait for it to finish, darling.
Oh, dear. Couldn't wait for it to finish. Is that all you're going to say? That's enough.
And the white gloves were a big mistake. It just magnified every detail that was wrong with it.
All right, then. Len.
I must say, you have gone to town on this outfit tonight, haven't you? I wish you'd gone a bit more to town on the performance, unfortunately, Peter. Last week, well, it's the truth. Look, you're more comfortable in hold doing proper dances, quick step.
Yeah, this was a really hard dance.
It was a hard dance. And you coped very well. The lifts were good, but it wasn't your finest hour.
No, we've all got dances that we are not very good at.
This was tough this week.
You had a go. They all loved it. I loved it. Go on, get out there and love it. Off you go.
On this lot. They love you, Peter.
We're in a bad mood tonight, aren't they?
Aren't they just?
Yeah, well, I gave it everything I could and I enjoyed it. And, there's a few timing issues, I agree, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be perfect, I know that, but I enjoyed it.
You gave it a good go. Your face was telling a story that you were loving every minute of it. And all those years of kicking experience, of course, on the football pitch, did they help a little bit with the Charleston? Thought they might help?
Not at all, no.
Not a job. Not a scrap.
You keep a straight leg and keep your head down, but at Charleston, you flick your leg and keep your head up. So it's
That's right, you're used to looking down and kicking.
That was no good, no.
It's a whole different ball game, isn't it, Peter?
We'll leave that one,
I was trying to beat him to it. No one beats me to the ball. Scores are in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges' scores. Craig Revel-Hall.
2.
Len Goodman.
5.
Alicia Dixon.
6.
And Bruno Tognoli.
4.
17 out of 40. Yes, Craig. They were booing you up. This lot were booing you up here. Sorry. Lowest score of the night, on a serious note. How would you feel to be not back here next Saturday? No training, if it was all over?
Well, obviously I'll be disappointed because I think there's still more to come. I definitely know that. Maybe I didn't do as well as I could. But, hopefully the public will see a bit of potential there and vote. Please. Keep voting, please, yeah?
Yes. Safe to say he wants to stay. It's up to you. Call 09015 2220 02 when phone lines open at the end of the show. If you do want Peter to be back here in the starting 11 next week, still to come, Michelle, Cara and Matt set the dance floor on fire, and Anne's tango promises to scale new heights. Literally. Thank you, Anton. Bruce, he loves it.
Thank you, my darling. Now, our next couple is Pamela Stevenson and her partner, James York. Now then, Pamela reminded me earlier about the time I stayed with her and Billy at their house in Scotland. She said, do you remember it's a very large house and you got lost? I said, how did you know I got lost? She said, because Billy came chasing down the stairs shouting, there's a Bruce Loose about this house. Was that a good... Billy! Was that a good impression of you? Excellent, yeah. You thought it was Ken Dodd? Get off. Get off. Anyway, here they are in training.
Absolutely fabulous, darling.
I would love to stay here for a bit longer, if only to annoy James.
hate you.
One or the other?
Hate
Right or
you.
left?
Hate you. Stop it.
This week, I can't stop thinking of the tango in psychological terms.
Come on. Ah!
This dance is going to have a lot of heightened passion and fiery negative emotion.
Knee flick.
This could be a really good dance for James and I because it matches our relationship.
Basically, it's like a marriage.
I'm just going to cuddle before Billy gets in.
My husband came to visit us in rehearsal today, and it may just have been the biggest mistake of my life. I didn't realise that he would begin to pick up tips from James about how to handle me. See how he treats me?
I've learned a great deal from James's way of handling Pamela. Delighted to see you getting orders from somebody.
James, you're giving Billy ideas.
He's got his pen and paper out.
I don't know that he's going to be invited anymore.
I think I'm going to be different from now on. I think I'll stop asking for stuff and demanding 10 press-ups.
Dancing the Tango, Pamela Stephenson and James Jordan.
Shake free. Love is the drug for the hook on me. Oh, catch that buzz. Love is the drug I'm thinking of. Oh, can't you see? Love is the drug for me.
Absolutely wonderful. Right now, Bruno, start us off.
God, it was like Catwoman. God, you were playing with me like cat and mouse. That steely look of determination. I tell you, you're so clean, so precise, so musical. It's great watching you. You surprise me every week. A tiny little thing in this, though. Be careful, because sometimes you get a bit tight in that area between the shoulders, but it's the only thing I can find wrong with this, because otherwise it's stunning.
Oh, wonderful. Lovely, Pamela, James. Like Craig?
It had all those things. It was clean, it was precise, it had attack, it had style. I lost a little bit of theatricality, though. I would like to have seen a little bit more of that. That's my own personal opinion, of course. And you did lose your neckline on occasion. That's because you weren't... you need to hyperextend a little bit more through the back, but brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Glenn? Well, you know, the thing is, you've done 4 dances now, all to a really high level, and this is no exception. You were right out there, good technique. They're right, you just lost your posture here and there. Maybe your frame could have been slightly tighter, but consistently good and well done.
Yes, consistently. That's true. OK, Alicia,
Yeah,
finishes
sharp,
off.
sharp head turns, great leg kicks, great timing. You're on fire. I like that you can go... Last week you were soft and sincere. This week you've come out like a strong feline. Well played.
Yes, the other side of it.
Yeah, show two sides.
Billy, you know the other side of it, definitely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, off you go. It was wonderful again.
We share our
Wonderful, yeah.
Wow, again. What a tango.
Well, if the tango's an argument, who do you think won, Tess?
Definitely you, Pamela.
Thank you. That was the right answer. What I love about the tango is that the woman comes out very well. She always gives as good as she gets.
Absolutely. This is the best James has ever got.
Next week.
No one's ever given it back like this. It's fabulous. Standing ovation. You brought the house down. Have you rediscovered a love of performing?
I have. It's very different to my day job. I'm thinking I might go back to my day job only if I can wear this kind of number.
Why not? Fabulous on the couch. Whole new line of clientele. And what does Billy enjoy most about you being on Strictly?
Well, he does say a few things about the costumes. Nino, fashion police. But he actually loves them secretly. Today, have you seen he's wearing Charleston shoes? I thought someone's going to drag him onto the dance floor if he doesn't watch out.
There's time yet, Pamela?
And now Billy's here, I'm not your toy boy anymore. Last week I was your toy boy. Billy arrives, you're not saying anything.
You're toy boy number 2 this week.
Okay.
I'm not getting involved this domestic. Scores are in.
The judges' scores are in. Craig Revel Horde.
8.
London.
8.
Alicia Dixon.
9.
Bruno Tognoli.
9.
Jennifer Anna 42 well-deserved 9s. Fabulous indeed. Always incredible. Call 09015 2220 09 when lines open at the end of the show if Pamela's tango left a lasting impression on you. And don't forget, you can keep up to date at bbc.co.uk/strictly with all the latest ballrooms going on and backstage gossip 24/7 if you like. Log on, get involved. Back to you, Bruce.
Thank you, darling. Right. Time now for our next couple, Matt Baker and his partner, Aliona Villani. Another popular couple. Now, we all know that Matt loves the countryside, and I said to him earlier, when you go out walking on the farm, do you ever come across a sign saying, beware of the bull? He said, yes, I do. I said, well, good. Next time, bring it here. I'd like to put it in front of the celebrities when they're listening to the judges. Get it? Hold on. Get it? That's it. It's going round. Beware of the bull, meaning the judges talk a lot of bull to that. When they're in training. We got out of it anyway. Here they are.
Last week was definitely my toughest week yet because it was such an intense routine. And honestly, when we finished, it just felt tremendous.
You're a great dancer. Relax a bit more because you can do it.
You can do it.
You can do it. Oh, we did it. We got through it.
8. As soon as Craig held up his 8, I was like, yes!
Well, today I've brought Aliona back to our farm for her to experience what my life's like. This is Bino.
Hi, Bino.
This is Aliona. And get away from the intensity of the training gym.
Do I need gloves for this?
You'll be right. We have had quite a full-on run just to come back and just take a moment. You just think, you know what? Whatever happens, whatever the judges say, everything's all right.
3.
We always try and nab rehearsal time where possible, and obviously on the farm today has been no exception.
Yeah.
But hay barns are ideal. You know, a lovely environment to be throwing your partner up and down in, just in case she does happen to fall.
Seriously, you've got no idea what the terrain's like down here.
I think it's just what the pair of us have needed, to be honest with you, to come up here today, and certainly ready to tackle the Charleston.
Dancing the Charleston. Matt Baker and Aliona Villani.
Hear the beat of dancing feet. It's a song I love, the melody on 42nd Street. Little lifties from the 50s, innocent and sweet. see ladies from the 80s who are indiscreet. They're side by side and glory pride. Where the underworld can be the elite. 42nd Street.
Well done, choreography and everything.
I saw we get the beginning there for you.
I know, I saw that. I saw that, a bit cheeky. Next time, get permission. Right. I like the bit with the bike as well. It's a shame it broke. All right, Craig, start off with you.
Not perfect. There was a little slip. Some unison timing issues, but I have to say, I loved it.
You haven't said that for a long time.
I haven't, darling. And I love a man in the moustache as well.
Len.
Well, there was a couple of little moments, but I tell you what, it was the best Charleston so far tonight, and I think your best dance.
Well done. There you are. Well done, Matt. OK, Alicia?
Yeah, timing issues aside, that was a real Charleston. I loved the routine. It was effortlessly done. I felt like I was transported to a different era. Well done.
Exactly. And Bruno.
Showmanship in the tradition of the great Barnum. Charleston as circus and physical theatre. Quite a few mistakes, but I think it's because this was by far the most difficult Charleston we've seen, so you've lost it a few times. Showmanship, amazing.
Yeah, we didn't need the sign. We were in the board. We didn't need it. Go on, off you go. It was wonderful. Off you go. Lovely.
Wow. Come on. Incredible. Another standing ovation.
Yeah.
Riley, so all that country air must have worked.
Yeah, it is. I think you're quite into country dancing now,
Yes.
aren't you? Yeah, no, it's good. It was lovely, actually, just to get back home.
Unicycling, backflip.
I know, moustache growing.
Moustache growing.
Yeah.
Dangerous lips. What's next?
Yeah.
Fire eating?
Well, we'll keep... obviously, as the weeks go, if we get kept in, then we'll there's quite a few things we could have a little crack at, but whatever.
Yeah. Keep those surprises coming.
We'll see what happens.
Oh.
Yeah.
Scores are in.
Yeah.
The judges have their scores. Craig Revel-Horn.
9.
Yes! Yes! Len Good. Alicia Dixon.
9.
Bruno Tognoni.
8. 35 out of 40. It is a brilliant score. They're wooing back there. There's a lot of wooing going on in the studio. Will it put you at the top of the leaderboard? Call 09015 2220 01 when lines open at the end of the show if you want to see Matt Baker rise to his challenge. Give us more surprises next week. Judges' scores are important. Remember, your votes could decide who stays personal best for you tonight.
Over the moon.
Well done. Back to you, Bruce.
I'm right here. Next up... Shut up. Right. Next up is Michelle Williams, and sadly, Brendan won't be performing this week. He had to go back to New Zealand due to a family bereavement. I speak for everyone on Strictly by saying that our thoughts are with you, Brendan, and your family. This week, Michelle... The show goes on. This week, Michelle will be partnered with Ian Waite. What an understudy. Here they are in training.
I can reveal that the couple in the bottom two tonight is...
I kind of knew it was going to be us.
Michelle and Brendan.
I deserved to be in the bottom two, but not Brett did.
It was a little bit stilted and stiff.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling mixed emotions. Go or stay, I don't know. When we got the news that we were safe, I was very excited. I know I can be a lot better. I'm not looking for sympathy. Nobody's safe. I'm very sad that Brendan had to go home this week because his father died, which was very heartbreaking. Families comes first. But then Brendan said, Michelle, I'm going to recommend Ian for you. Hey. Ian has been my knight in shining armor.
Michelle has had a lot of criticism from the judges and a lot of knockbacks, but she's very high-spirited.
Tango is going pretty good.
Yeah, it's all about attitude.
Ooh, that woke me up.
And she's really working hard.
I've grown so much this week, and I'm determined to make Brendan proud by staying out of the bottom two. Brendan is my partner, and I want him to come back home knowing he's got a job.
Dancing the Tango, Michelle Williams and Ian Waite.
Lovely. How are you feeling, Michelle?
I feel great.
Oh, you do? Oh, good. That's lovely. Well, they all loved it. I tell you that. Alicia. Oh, well. Let's see. At least one.
Mistake aside, that was full of character and intent. I think you've done really well to cope with the changes that you've had this week, Michelle. And Ian, you've done a fantastic job. And I feel like you're getting into your stride now. So just keep it up.
Yeah. Much stronger, more focused. There were a few mistakes, a few kerfuffle with the feet, but as a performance, much, much better.
Yes, OK. Craig?
Balance is still very much a problem. Obviously, you went, your footwork went a little bit wrong.
Can I just say something? It was me there. Sorry.
It was your
It was my
mistake.
mistake.
Yeah, but the lady's meant to follow the man, let's face it. So that's beside the point anyway, but I think... Can I just say that I think being in hold and this dance is definitely your thing. That's so much better.
I love to be held
You
in
love to
two
be-
men.
Well, never mind about two men, dear. Right. And Len.
Well, very gallant of you to admit to... I'm sure Brendan wouldn't have done that. And, you know, getting a new partner is like getting a new pair of shoes. It takes a while to get comfortable, but I felt you were comfortable throughout the dance. But it was all a bit in and out. Sometimes your footwork was good, sometimes not so good. Sometimes your posture was good, then it went a little bit. But overall, I think you coped very, very well.
Thank you very much.
Lovely. With Ian a bit taller, it helps your posture probably. I think it probably...
he's been amazing.
And lovely to have you back with us again, just for a short time. You're always one of my favourite dancers.
Thank you.
All right, then. All right, off you go. Off you go.
Michelle. Ian stepped in, your knight in shining armour. How's it been adjusting to a new partner?
It's been great. I mean, thank you so much. I know I'm going to be stronger. Hopefully, if I come back next week, Brenda's going to have another woman, a new girl.
I didn't want you to be too good because Brendan would never forgive me.
How's she impressed you, Ian?
She's been amazing all week, and to be with one partner for about 8 weeks and bond with them, but to be just together for 1 week, she's been brilliant.
Yeah, fabulous improvement. Well done, Michelle. Let's have the scores reflect that. They're in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the judges' scores. Craig Revel-Horwood.
6.
Len Goodman.
7.
Alicia Dixon.
7.
And Bruno Tognoli.
27 out of 40. Well done, Michelle. Ian, great to see you. Call 09015 2220 07 when phone lines open at the end of the show if you want to see Michelle tango her way back here next week. Right, Cara S. Charleston is just around the corner and Anne will reach for the skies very soon. Bruce!
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, next up, it's Cara Toynton and her partner, Artem Chigvintsev. Now, Cara will be dancing the Charleston. Now, the following quick announcement is just like her skirt. Very short, covers the essentials, just. Here they are in training.
It was great last week because my mum, my family and friends were in the audience.
You look so confident and comfortable out there.
Excellent performance throughout.
Are you excited that my family's out there?
Yeah. She couldn't see them for the first time. And when I was dancing, I was like, oh my God. Hi.
Cara and Artem.
We're back next week. I'm so excited. Charleston, that'd be good. Yeah. Since doing Strictly, I've been swept up in it all and we're dancing every day. It's all a bit crazy. I'm not even getting a chance to see my parents, even though I'm living with them. So I'm taking Artem home this week. Don't be nervous.
Try my best.
Hello, Mum and Dad.
Oh.
It was nice for Artem to meet them properly.
You're good?
Oh, hug.
I like them very much. I think they're very lovely.
No, I don't think we need to be looking at baby photos.
It's probably a bit embarrassing for Cara to look through the old photographs.
The ice has been well and truly broken after this evening.
He's a really nice bloke.
You did good.
From what I've seen, Artem is welcome back here any time.
Dancing the Charleston. Cara Toynton and Artem Chigvintsev.
What's that you say? Oh man, no way. Put it down on me and everything'll be alright. Put it on. Don't hand me that. Put it on. I'm alright, Jack. Put it down. Every time I turn it loose, you just come down and cook my goose. When I start, I just can't stop. Pick this up, you're gonna blow it up. Put it on. Too late this time. Put it on. I gotta get what's mine. Put it down on me, it'll be alright. Well, grab your drink and clear the space. I think it's time the Dutchess plays. Now the girls in overdrive. Put lid on it. Put lid on it. Put lid down on it. Save it for another night.
Well done, both of you. Artem and Cara, lovely. Really beautiful. They all loved it. OK, Bruno, we'll start with you.
Oh, you really look like a jazz hot babe. And I like the fact you went for the kind of Cotton Club jazzy feel to it.
Yes.
You know, you could put a little bit more welly, as Len says, to it, because you have the ability. So, more intention, more fire, more sex.
Doesn't want much, does he? Right, Craig.
Well, I absolutely adored all the Josephine Baker references at the beginning. I thought that was gorgeous. All the double bounce action was there. All the swivelling was there. I would just like to have seen a little bit more quirk and extreme line in it, that's all.
Yeah, OK, but very good, very good. OK. And Len?
Well, it was a very, very competent performance, but it lacked a bit of impact. But as always, you danced it very well. You just got to come out and give it a bit more welly.
Welly,
yeah.
as Bruno said. A bit more welly. Right, and Alicia?
I do agree with the boys. I want to see a bit more fire, a bit more spirit from you, but undeniable, your footwork is incredible, and that routine was amazing, so well done.
The footwork, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, there you are. We all love it. Off you go, and thank you for doing such a lovely performance.
Come on, then. How much are you loving the Charleston? And that costume is wow, by the way.
Oh, thanks, Tess. I know, I feel a bit...
Gorgeous.
Yeah. But I really enjoyed that. We weren't so sure about the Charleston at first, but...
It was cheeky. You've got to know someone really well to play the bums like a bongo. That's all I'm saying. Scores are in.
The judges' scores are in. Craig Revel-Horde.
8.
Len Good. 8. Alicia Dixon.
8.
Bruno Tognoli.
8. A bit more welly.
Welly, as Bruno said. A bit more welly. Right, and Alicia?
I do agree with the boys. I want to see a bit more fire, a bit more spirit from you, but undeniable, your footwork is incredible, and that routine was amazing, so well done.
The footwork, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, there you are. We all love it. Off you go, and thank you for doing such a lovely performance.
Come on, then. How much are you loving the Charleston? And that costume is wow, by the way.
Oh, thanks, Tess. I know, I feel a bit...
Gorgeous.
But I really enjoyed that. We weren't so sure about the Charleston at first, but...
It was cheeky. You've got to know someone really well to play the bums like a bongo. That's all I'm saying. Scores are in.
The judges' scores are in. Craig Revel-Horde.
8.
Len Good. 8. Alicia Dixon.
8.
Bruno Tognoli.
8. Dated out of 40. Happy with that?
Very happy. Thank you.
It's a great score. Well done, guys. Call 09015 22 20 12 at the end of the show if you were captivated by Cara's Charleston. And please don't call until we let you know the lines are open. If you do, your vote won't count and you may be charged. Over to you, Brucey.
Right. Time now for Anne Widdecombe and her partner, Anton Du Beke. Well, now, since this series started 7 years ago, we've shown you two very different styles of tango. The ballroom tango and the Argentine tango. Tonight, we're going to show you a third style. The Anne Widdecombe tango. All right, Anne. 60 seconds before lift-off, after they've seen your training.
Well, I wasn't at all confident that we were going to give a good performance. I thought it was going to be a bit of a farce, but in fact, it went quite well.
Darling, you were twirling around like Flora the Red Menace. But it looked like a quick step.
Yes.
And Anton.
Deep relief to be called first this time because we've got very big plans for next week. Goodness knows what the judges will say, but I hope the public like it. Chocks away. Anton and I planned something rather spectacular this week, but it required rather a lot of technical assistance. I feel, just a trifle, unsafe. I'm not expecting to impress the judges because the judges wouldn't be impressed if I did a virtuoso Swan Lake in the middle of the floor. So, forget the judges. Listen, I can flap if you want me to.
I can barely speak.
Pirouette.
With excitement.
Oh, yes. We're champs.
I'm so excited about this tango, I might just not do it myself, sit in the audience and watch it. It's going to be...
Where are we going?
Magical.
Dancing the Tango. Anne Widdecombe and Anton Du Beke.
Come here, you darling lady. Oh, what can I say? On your mark there, my sweetheart. No, don't start dancing with me, for goodness. Oh, she was nearly grabbed hold of me. We were going away. That was absolutely fantastic. Craig, start us off.
Well, you do realise that the Ark Royal has been decommissioned. So I thought I'd give you the Flying Fortress.
The Flying Very good. She's got her all the lines in.
I thought it was more like the dancing hippos, darling, in Fantasia. That's actually a compliment. At the beginning, it was gorgeous, it was ethereal, it was light, it was beautiful, and then you landed, darling, on the floor, and that's, I'm afraid, where the problems began.
All right, Lynn. Well, I thought seeing Anne Whitcomb in a truss coming down from the sky was worth 50% of the TV licence. I thought it was very... Definitely. I'm going to back you. I'm not going to sack you. I thought it was very well done. You did a lot of basic steps.
Yeah.
We
Did
saw
you see our double swivels and our
I saw
triple
your
swivels?
outside swivel. I like that very much. I saw a nice placement of the feet. You know, how he can be so cruel, I do not understand. It was very, very entertaining.
All right, OK. All right, Alicia.
And you're taking Strictly Come Dancing to a whole new level. I love the
I'm doing
entrance.
that,
I love that you're trying, and I love you. I think that you're great.
To a new level.
Yeah, right, and Bruno.
Truly out of this world. Was it a bird? Was it a plane? No, Starship Whitcomb has landed. Awesome! But you did actually a tango like E.T.'s mum. He was going around like... But it was, you did all the steps, but like E.T.'s mum.
Yes.
Oh, you're shuffling about.
Never mind all that. The red arrows have been on the phone.
I thought it was like Dumbo.
No, it wasn't.
Even elephants
fly. It was beautiful, and you are... Even elephants fly. Oh, how could you say it? You're still my favourite. Oh. Off you go. Go on.
Well done, Anne. That's what got... That was a first for Strictly. Was it a bird? Was it a plane? No, it was Super Anne. That's who it was. Whose idea was it, anyway?
It was Anton's. He said to me, you can't dance, you better fly.
Oh, no such thing.
Anton, you don't get that in the House of Commons, do you?
Well, not that they'll tell us.
We have
anyway.
flights of fancy in the House of Commons.
And is it true that you're afraid of heights? Do you enjoy it?
I'm absolutely scared stiff of heights. I don't like the top of a double-decker bus. But if you saw Anton on the dance floor, wouldn't you fly down to me?
It's a touching union. I've seen the partnership growing and growing. Well done. The scores are in.
The judges have their scores. Craig Revel Hall.
3.
Len Goodman.
For entertainment. 7.
Alicia Dixon.
6.
Bruno Tognoli.
5. 21, certainly your best score to date. That's 7, and I'm reaching for the sky again.
We're aiming at 19. We got 21.
You got 21, you beat it.
21.
Well done. Well deserved.
done.
What are you going to do to top that if you're here next week? That's what I
Bungee
want to know.
jump, I reckon.
Bungee jump.
You can do it. You can do it.
Is that a promise? You heard that here first. All right, call 09015 22 20 11 to vote at the end of the show if you want to see Anne land safely into next week's show after that bungee jump. Right. That's it. 6 Charleston, 6 tangos and 12 memorable performances for more reasons than one. They've all been scored. Let's have a look how they rank on the leaderboard.
21 points at that.
Up there, joint top with the judges, Scott and Natalie and Matt and Aliona giving them maximum 12 points there. And down there, at the bottom, the judges' least favourites, Peter and Erin, in a dangerous spot there. Now, remember, the judges' scores are only half the story. Your vote can change everything. So pick up the phone for your favourite because the lines are now open. Time to vote. Postcode 15 pence and BP landline, other operators may vary and calls to mobiles will be considerably higher, and lines are going to close at 8:15 tonight, so you haven't got long to vote. For voting details, go to our website, bbc.co.uk/Strictly, where you can have another look at those leaderboard placings and check out all the ballroom gossip. Right, to help you decide, here's a reminder of all the numbers. What a night!
To vote for Jimmy and Flavia, call 09015 22 20 14.
To vote for Scott and Natalie, call 09015 22 20 06.
For Tina and Jared, call 09015 22 20 03.
Flowers of the earth can't even guess how much your real friend is worth. Good night.
To vote for Felicity and Vincent, call 09015 22 20 10.
To vote for Patsy and Robin, call 09015 22 20 04.
To vote for Gavin and Katja, call 09015 22 20 13.
For Peter and Erin, call 09015 22 20 02.
Back in Chelsea.
To vote for Pamela and James, call 09015 22 20 09.
To vote for Matt and Aliona, call 09015 22 20 01.
Who are indiscreet, they're side by side and
To vote for Michelle and Ian, call 09015 22 20 07.
For Cara and Artem, call 09015 22 20 12.
down and cook my goods. When I start, I just can't stop. This up, you're gonna blow it up. Pull the lid on. Too late this time.
And to vote for Anne and Anton, call 09015 22 20 11.
What a night of stellar performances. You really did that. And as always, the couple with the lowest judges' scores, combined with the viewer votes, will leave Strictly.
Pick up the phone and make sure you have your say. Nobody is safe. Your stars need you.
In tomorrow night's results show at 7:30, Tess and Claudia will be saying a sad goodbye to another couple. I'll be back in the ballroom next Saturday for a Strictly Come Dancing Halloween special. Yes, a Halloween... Oh, good, I won't have to wear a mask. Oh, shut up.
Yeah. Right, up next on BBC One, it's Merlin.
Yeah, but in the meantime, and get together now, keep dancing.